Hi scholars, we are going to continue on with our narrative writing for our make-believe story. Last time we left off with our narrative writing last week, we were looking at setting. So we focused on character. We did a character description which gave us some adjectives about our character. Then we took our adjectives and made a quick description about our characters using sentences. So then we decided where our story was going to happen, and we listed some details about what we can find in that setting. Now that we have that information, we're going to now write a setting description. Now they can just be quick little sentences based off of your ideas from the map we just finished. So if you don't remember what you wrote, you can always go back to Seesaw Scholars to see what you have wrote because it's posted in your journal, okay? So once again, a setting. A setting is a place where a narrative is set. So here's a setting of a pond or a lake, the beach, the Arctic, or a city. So many of you have already decided on a setting. So we're going to go ahead and take the things that you can find in that setting and the descriptions for it and start to write some sentences about it, okay? So your description setting looked like this, right? In the middle, you drew what your setting looked like, and in the 6 boxes around your setting, you drew things that you could find there. So for example, if your setting is the beach, you can say you can find crabs, sandcastles, seagulls, fishes, the water, and beach towels, okay? Now, let's go ahead and take those ideas and you're going to put them into sentences. So on Seesaw, you will have this setting description that is in front of you right now. You're going to name your setting and write it here. So for example, my story is about a sushi chef, so I'm going to make this one the name of his restaurant. So I'm going to call it Coco's Restaurant. So if I was to write that, I would write it here, okay? So I say Coco's, I'm going to call it Coco's Place for the name of the restaurant, okay? Now remember, after I write, sometimes my words disappear, but don't worry about that. So the name of my restaurant is Coco's Place. Now up here in this box, this is where I would draw a picture of what Coco's Place looks like. Okay, now this is just like a really rough drawing, but of course, when you do it, you can be a lot more detailed. Okay, scholars? And I would probably put a sign on top of my restaurant so people know that this is Coco's. Okay, now on these lines, I'm going to change the color and highlight in yellow. On these lines here where I'm drawing in yellow, this is where I want you to write some descriptions about your setting. So, for example, I could say, at Coco's Place, you will see lots of tables and chairs. At Coco's Restaurant, you will see a kitchen. At Coco's Restaurant, you will see utensils for people to eat with. So here, remember, scholars, you're going to take the things that you can find in your setting and write some sentences here. All right? So go ahead and work on your setting description. You can post that to Seesaw, and remember, if you forgot what are some of the things you put for your setting, go back to your journal and look at some of your old posts to remind yourself about what you wrote last week. All right? Great job, scholars. I can't wait till our story comes together and to read them all, and maybe we can share